So, Henry, well, how do we do this?
This cat doesn't understand personal space.
I need to do things with my calendar.
And he just decided to get on top of the dress, which makes it very difficult for me to finish the hem. Whenever I'm working, Henry will stop playing with all the wires, and he purrs and purrs.
I just wanted to show you how helpful Henry can be.
When I'm raking the leaves, he always follows me.
Oh my God.
And with our other cat, Bella, Henry decides to get into the same cardboard box. His tail is in her face.
So we have a problem, I think.
And I'm just like, my God, dude, respect personal space.
I just want to show you who is waiting for me.
It's really funny because when Henry first showed up, I really didn't know what to expect. One day, my husband was looking out the window and he says, "There's a cat in the patio." I didn't know where he was coming from and where he was going. I just knew that I wanted to feed him because he looked underweight and he was matted. My husband says, "Can we let him in? Can we let him in?" But I can't let him in. I have other animals. I don't know if he has any diseases that he can transmit. Then when we came home that night, we see that Henry is curled up on our welcome mat.
I have a bouncer. What do you think about him?
And I'm like, he's so cute. My husband is crazy about him. And so I said, okay, yes, he can come in. Once he was home and he had slept, eaten, and that's when we started to see his playful side.
Did you find anything in there?
He gets himself in trouble and he knows he can get away with it. One day we found that Henry had managed to shred the catnip open.
Explain what happened.
But he's very sweet as well. When my family comes and visit, he always greets everybody. And I just couldn't believe it. My husband became Henry's favorite. He'll just grab him and squeeze him in ways that Henry only lets John do.
And what does he do to you?
He bites me and scratches me.
But I think overall, Henry just really enjoys having us around. When we first met Henry, I didn't know if he was going to stay or not. But he really is a true companion. The best thing in life really does show up on your doorstep. And you just have to open your heart and your door and let them in.
One day I saw him peeking through the window and my heart was stolen that instant. When we moved in, he was the only one that would come on our deck.
Oh my gosh.
Gaining a stray cat's trust is no small task, but I became obsessive over the cat. We kind of came up with a routine where I would feed him, he would wait until I closed the door, I would just sit there and just let him get used to me. And then instead of running off right away, he would hang out a little bit afterwards. It took a few years to get to the point where he would be okay approaching me. There was one period of time where I actually felt like he was giving me vibes that he wanted me to pet him. I tried to pick him up, and he did not, in fact, want me to pick him up. That was devastating because I spent 4 years getting to that place. I had no idea if he would be comfortable around me again. When he did come around, he was injured. We trapped him and took him to the vet, and they removed the thing from his eye. For a few months, he had a cone on. I expected that he would constantly be by the door or looking out the window. but he's not shown any signs of that at all. He was actually very calm and just hung out. It's almost like he's a completely different cat. He really opened up and started showing his personality. Inside, he's a total love bug. He loves attention. If I walk by him and I don't pay attention to him, he'll chase after me. He loves me and he's my little buddy. Gaining a stray cat's trust is no small task.
Here, little guy.
But if you can have patience and gain the cat's trust, all of your hard work will pay off. I feel very lucky to have him as my indoor cat.
No one ever expected a cat to come in and run the department. One day, Flame showed up in 2014 as just a stray kitten. When the crew first saw him, they felt bad because he was so skinny. They fed him chicken that night and just expected him just to go on about his business. You know, they'd seen stray cats around before, but none of them had ever stuck around. So he kept showing back up. People were surprised to see him, but it wasn't a bad surprise. They kept it from the chief for a while because they thought he would be mad. And then he started coming into the bays where the fire trucks were. He would get in the lockers. He would get into people's gear. And he would just be there sitting on the truck. We're preparing for the worst, but said, okay, well, we can keep him. After a while, he definitely ran the department. If we were checking off the tree, he was checking it off too. Or he would act as if he was supervising you. Or if there was training, he would be right back. And he just would sense you're having a bad day and try to make it better. Sirens never bothered him. The busyness of the fire department never bothered. When we were alerted that we got a call, he also knew, okay, well, I need to move. I really do think that he took his job seriously. He was the chief or the boss of our department for almost exactly 10 years. And the vet and the chief and I ultimately decided that it probably was time for him to retire. The reason he retired mainly was because of his age. We were particularly worried about his hearing and his sight because he's getting older and because he's been around loud noises. The department absolutely did throw a retirement party for him.
This cat has a huge support system here.
Flame changed the Belmont Fire Department forever. We have 5 other cats in the house, so he's now the chief, and the rest of the cats are the crew. He'll forever be one of the coolest, most special cats.
Every morning, Coco comes down the stairs and checks if Waffles is here or not.
Waffles is here.
And then she runs to grab his little jar of food and runs outside to feed it to him. Waffles really enjoys that he has a little girl that's looking out the window waiting for him. Whenever she's out there and he comes running up, he's so excited to see her. It's a really sweet experience to see their little bond. But sometimes he's not here first thing in the morning, so it's always a surprise of when Waffles is going to come throughout the day. Last year, we had seen little orange kitty wandering around the neighborhood. We continued to feed him, and that's when he came one day and he had a collar with a tag with a phone number on it. So I started texting the phone number and they said, yep, that's our cat. And we just kept seeing him around.
Good morning.
We were surprised when he first showed up that he was so friendly. He came right up to us and let us pet him. We'll hear his little meow at the door at different times in the day. And so my daughter just sits on the front porch waiting for him.
Hi, my baby guy. What are you doing?
It was such a surprise when he kept coming back. And I'm sure my daughter is a big reason for that. When Coco is out there, I see his tail flick up and he has an extra little pep in his step. I think she just thinks he's magic. I think Waffles picked our family because we needed a little extra magic that day. Waffles has made just our dreams come true. It just filled our family's heart to have something to look forward to every day. And Waffles and Coco share this bond that is just so unique and so special. It's just fate, I think.
Every time we came in the kitchen, his face would pop up at the window. As if he wanted to come in and that all he wanted to do was be inside with us. We didn't really think anything of it at first, but he seemed to be there all the time. It was funny and strange to me and my husband. I've always had really terrible allergies to all animals, so I'd never really liked cats before. And we tried to discourage him from coming into the garden. The story started when we bought our house. And pretty much as soon as we moved in, Dudley just appeared in the garden. He started by sitting quite far away from us, keeping his distance. And then he tried to get closer and closer to us. Then he tried to get in the house.
Hello.
We'd have to try and block him and try and stop him from coming inside because obviously we didn't want a cat inside. But Dudley just seemed to not want to take no for an answer.
Hi. Hi.
Then we spent a good few years just spending time together and enjoying our sort of special friendship.
Good boy.
I think what happened with Dudley is that I was gradually exposed to him. And I think I managed to build up an immunity. So I was really lucky at the moment I realised I was very much in love with Dudley. When we first moved in, we worried that he might be stray. About 6 or 8 months, we decided to go and knock on some doors. And actually the first door I knocked on was his family. They knew we had this little friendship with him and they were very happy for that to continue. It was funny when they asked if we wanted to adopt him, there was never any question. We wanted him to come in and spend the rest of his life with us. After 5 years from us first meeting, he was finally part of the home and part of our lives.